Hello and welcome to another episode of the RBL podcast. I remain your host, Ayo Ugidon. So, the last episode we started talking about sales. I did the general introduction to sales, and so we are continuing today. Today I will be talking about qualities of a good salesperson, salesman or woman. Qualities of a good salesperson. But before I continue, remember to subscribe if you haven't done so. And please share this content, share this page with your friends, family members, your colleagues at work. I mean, everyone you know that can benefit from the content, from all the different topics that we've been sharing. Please share with them. And remember to, follow us on our social media platforms. Please click on the bell so you get notifications every time we upload new content. Thank you very much. All right, so like I said, we will be talking about qualities of a good salesperson. Before I start, remember, like I said, this is all this content that I'm sharing, we are extracting from my ebook, My Sales Perspective, and you can get it on Seller. The link is below. Let's just go there and get a copy for yourself and read. I will be here. I'll be available to answer your questions. You know, anything you need clarification on, I will be available to answer you. All right. So moving forward, um, selling is 80% mindset. Most people can't sell because they think they can sell. But if push comes to shove, if your life was dependent on you selling to make money to survive, you will be able to do it. What we're trying to do is make it not like that. So you don't see it as something you have to do because you're under duress, because you don't have any other option. It has to become a lifestyle. There are people who come to me and are like, oh, help me sell this and I'll give you this. It's because they already know that this guy will sell it easily. You understand? Because it's my lifestyle. Especially if I know that that thing is good, that product is good. I will tell somebody about it. It's just natural for me. Like I said in the last episode, it's just natural. I will share it. If I have information that I know people will benefit from, I will share it. So in my book, I must have mentioned almost up to 20 qualities of a good salesperson. And remember, these qualities are things that you can learn. They are skills that you can learn. You just pick them up, brush yourself up on them, learn them. They're learnable. Very, very learnable things, So to start with, the first one would be the ability to listen. It's so critical, whether in your marriage, in school, in your workplace, anywhere you find yourself, the ability to listen. Just talk less. Just calm yourself down. Listen to understand. When you hear something and you're not sure what was said, ask questions. Okay, I heard you say this. Is this what you mean? And then the person will say, no, 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 that's not what I meant. I mean this. Listen to understand. Some people listen to respond, they listen to argue. Listen to understand, especially when you are dealing with a customer. And when you are listening, it's not just about what is being said. Most times, it's about what is not being said. Body language. You take somebody into a property, for instance. I'm using real estate as an example because that's what I saw majorly. You take somebody into a property, the person's body language is maybe saying it's okay, but it's not okay. You have to, you know, or they love the property, they love everything, but their reservation is about the price. Then you should start thinking, okay, how can I make it possible for them, you know, to afford this property? How can I help them? Because you may be the developer or in between the developer and the and the buyer that is acting as an agent. Find ways. Talk to the developer. Okay, so I have this person that's interested, but the challenge is money. Their budget. Is the issue. Is there a way we can and then they come up with ideas, whatever you can do to just make it, you know, possible for them. I have sold whatever you can do to just make it, you know, possible for them. I have sold properties before by just watching the couple and identifying that, oh, it's like this man listens to everything his wife says, and that was it. I just paid more attention to the woman. I paid more attention to her. I made sure she was satisfied with everything concerning the property. Any question she asked, I tried my best to answer. Any reservations she made, I assured her it would be addressed. And she did not buy that property, they bought a higher one, an even more expensive one. And because I knew that she was the key. If I was going to get this man, it had to be from through this woman. And I've also had clients who the man makes all the decisions. So prioritizing his needs, you know, was more important. So just pay attention, observe, observe. The second thing I would say is empathy. Empathy. I mentioned this in the previous video that I cannot see something that would benefit somebody else and keep quiet. My conscience will not allow me. It's not possible. I mean, I used the drug before and I was healed, and then I see somebody else with that same ailment, and then I will not talk. It's not possible. I will tell them about the drug that helped me. And it may be an opportunity to sell the drug to them, but I am selling something that will help solve their problem. You understand? So, empathy, first of all, it creates the opportunity for you. Where empathy is, connection is very, very possible. If people see that you're empathetic towards their plight, they're more likely going to listen to you, hear what you have to say. They'll know that this one is not here to prey on our situation. This person is here to help us. Be empathetic towards the problem and the issues that these people are trying to solve. That way you come up with solutions to help them. So it's very, very important. The next one I would mention is hunger. You must be hungry. A good salesperson is a hungry person. I mean, when I say hunger now, I don't mean literally that you're hungry for food. You're hungry for success. That's what I mean. You're hungry for success. You're hungry to meet your target. You're hungry to get things done. That's what I mean, that hunger. And you see, that hunger cannot be stopped by shame or by one secretary or, one security guard or something. You will come up with innovative ideas to bypass all those people. You are hungry enough to create sales solutions. That hunger, the day that hunger dies, no matter what you are doing, whether you're a salesperson, whether you're an inventor or whatever, the hunger that is driving you, the day that hunger dies, that's the end. So you must never let that hunger die. You must keep it fresh. When we're hungry, I'm a very, very shameless person when it comes to sales. I have done some incredibly ridiculous things to achieve sales. I I once studied one of my HNIs, one of my high network uh, clients. I studied him so much that he was a billionaire, then a bachelor. So I knew that he always had breakfast 10 o'clock with the security men outside at a particular hotel. I just came by that information by observing his lifestyle. So if I'm trying to call him and he's not picking, that hotel is not going to stop me from coming in to come and eat. So I just go there, set up myself. I'm about to eat. And then when he comes in, he normally lives in security. People outside comes in with probably one person or so. I just stroll to his table. Oh, good afternoon, sir. He sees me, just says, "How are you? You have come again. What is it? I saw your calls. I saw your SMS. Don't worry, I'll get back to you." I've got my message across. Simple. Understand? I'm a very shameless person when it comes to sales. So you see, it's hunger. It's hunger. That's what pushes that. You must be hungry. You must be competitive. You must be competitive. Not in an unhealthy way, not a competition that leads to strife now, but a healthy competition. Yeah, you must be competitive. You must be a fighter. You must be a fighter. Understand? I mean, sometimes there are prizes to be won. Go for it. Don't think it's impossible. Challenge. Challenge for the goal. Challenge for the prize. Understand? Be competitive. The next point I would raise is your ability to network. Oh my God. If you do not know how to network, go and learn. Go and learn. Whether you are an MD, whether you are a chairman of a company, a director, or whatever you are, if you're aspiring to meet new people, you're trying to meet important people that will help you achieve your goals, because it's people that will help you. The bridges that will help you get to your destination, it's people. If that's what you want, you must go and learn how to network. I can meet somebody today and, you know, make that connection for a very long time. I can meet you today and become your friend and, just be there, be attentive, find ways to keep communicating with you, find ways to bond with you just to make sure that, I maintain that friendship, that connection till the time I'm going to cash in on the benefits of the network. I will maintain it. Keep greeting you. Oh, bros, Alpha. I'm so quick to do that. Oh, bros, Alpha now. By doing that, I have I'm trying to make you know that, look, you're my person. You understand? You're my person. You're my bros. Bros, Alpha, it's not hard for me to see. There's nobody I cannot call sir. There's no, even if you're 15 years old, if the money is with you, I'm going to call you sir. You understand? Because there's something I'm trying to achieve. There's something I'm trying to get from you. You know, look, just the ability to network is so important because your network is your network. To any company that is trying to recruit you as a salesperson, what they are most interested in is what you can do for them. And you can only do those things for them based on the quality of your network. If your network is shallow, you cannot help them, you cannot even help yourself. You understand? Your network must be robust at all times. Your ability to network is so important. So please learn it. Learn it. The next point is confidence. Wow. The first thing I said is sales is 80% mindset, 20% strategies. You must be confident in yourself. That's what you're selling. Is first of all yourself before the product. Dress nice, dress well, smell good, look presentable. Even if you don't have a car, you can get a Uber. However, the meeting to presentable, Uber or something, they know you came in an Uber. It's not your car fine, but you look presentable, well packaged. Not that you come down from a bus, smelly, all rough and all that. Even that erodes your confidence. You look at yourself, you look at everybody else in the room, and you feel like, I can't move too close to this person. They may smell my body. Come on. You don't do that. You don't do that. Anything that will make your confidence level low, avoid it. Confidence is key for sales. Your confidence level is like a striker, football field. Strikers with low confidence levels don't score goals, even if the skill is there. So what the coach tries to do, what the management tries to do is to make sure that they boost their confidence. Any penalty opportunity, they tell them, come and take this penalty. Anything to just keep them, you know, keep the mentality up. And once the confidence skyrockets, this person will feel confident enough to take strikes, even at long range. That's it. Confidence is very important. You must have confidence in yourself, confidence in the products that you are selling. That is why you must know the product. Know the product. If possible, use the product. You must have used the product yourself to know that this thing works and it's not going to damage my reputation by selling it to this person. Remember, you're only a great salesperson if people can come back to you and buy. But if you've sold something to them today that didn't work, you've made yourself a liar. They will not come back to you. They will not trust you again. So use things, sell products you have tested, products that at least they've tested in your presence, products that you know works. You don't sell properties, for instance, for real estate developers that are fraudulent. There are a couple of them out there. There are a couple of them out there. If you know this person cannot be trusted, they collect people's money and keep delaying and all sort of shady characters. You know you cannot manage the situation. Sell products you have tested, products that at least they've tested in your presence, products that you know works. You don't sell properties, for instance, for real estate developers that are fraudulent. There are a couple of them out there. There are a couple of them out there. If you know this person cannot be trusted, they collect people's money and keep delaying and all sort of shady characters. You know you cannot manage the situation. Don't get yourself involved. It will only tarnish your image. Don't do it. Sell only products you are confident in. That leads me to the last quality I'm going to mention here. Remember, I said almost 20 in the book, but this is the last one I'm going to mention on this podcast so we can keep it short, and that is honesty. So, still continuing from the confidence, honesty. People must be able to trust you. There are people today who, all I have to say is, bros, there's a new real estate project that I think you should invest in. And without going there, you tell me, okay, tell me about it. I tell them, no problem. Tell them to send an offer letter. People must trust you to that point. They must be able to trust your assessment, your judgment. That when you say something, it is like that. And if there's an issue, you tell them, please, I will get on it. I'll help you resolve this. You can go to sleep because they know you will resolve it. And they know you're not going to sell something to them and run away. If you're selling something to anybody, be there to defend it to the end. If there's an issue, step up. Step up. It's personal. People take their money very, very personal. So it's personal. Step up. People must be able to trust you. Integrity, I've said in one of my podcasts before, is a bankable resource. If people can trust you, they will do business with you. But if they don't trust you, they just see you as. And the same way I'm saying all this, I have sold property to somebody before that the person said, I regret listening to you on this property. It felt painful. That happened, I think, maybe 2013 or so. It was painful. It was very, very painful to hear that from somebody who had paid a lot of money to buy a property through me. It was very, very painful, and I took it very, very personally. But I made sure that all the complaints that this person had, Even though it took time, the developer attended to it. It was just that it was an uncomfortable situation. I don't ever want to go through something like that again. So that's why I make sure I take my time, first of all, knowing the developers I'm selling for. Understand? You don't just want to sell for anybody. It's not every product you sell. It's not every product. The one that you cannot vouch for, stay away from it. Clear your hands. I don't want, don't want to be a part of this. If you're not sure, stay away. If you need more clarification, ask. Until you yourself are confident, are sure about this stuff, don't get your hands, dirty with it. So this are the few qualities I'm going to share today. In our next podcast, I will be talking about strategies, the process, sales processes. So we'll talk about that in the next episode. So I hope you've learned something today. Now you can always ask questions. Send your comments. We'll attend to them. So until next time, stay blessed.